as Euclid Cummings jumped on him quickly.
Second down, 11 yards to go.
So loss of a yard there at 2nd and 11.
Bomber defense. We've seen Justin Cole off to a terrific start. He's already got a couple of sacks on the season, looking to add to that total. Linebacking core, in which Ian Wild, since moving from the middle to the weak side spot, has been absolutely on fire. Of course, on the back end, Kevin Fogg coming off a Player of the Week performance. Johnny Adams back in front.
Here comes the blitz. Throws, and Nick Lewis has the catch in front of Taylor Loeffler. A first down, Montreal. The Alouettes' first of the game takes them out to the Montreal 53-yard line.
Well, where else was the ball going to go on second down but to Nick Lewis? Far and away the Alouettes' leader in this category. Lewis coming off a season high 102-yard performance last week.
And on pace for a career high 115 receptions. First down, Montreal. Glenn for Sutton. And Sutton crosses midfield, gets down to the Winnipeg 50-yard line for a gain of 7. In their last game against Toronto, the Blue Bombers did not allow the Argos inside their 25-yard line. Forced 6 turnovers. In fact, in their last 3 games, the Bombers have had at least 6 takeaways in each one.
Yeah, absolutely remarkable defensive performance a week ago. Mo Leggett, Kevin Fogg both had, 2 weeks ago prior to the bye, but Leggett and Fogg both had monstrous games in that one.
On first down, Glenn looks, and Nick Lewis makes a one-handed catch at the first down marker to the 46. Like he was catching a baseball.
I'll tell you, those first downs aren't coming easy for Nick Lewis by any stretch. Might be about as good a 5-yard catch as I've ever seen. Ball a little bit behind him, but Nick just sticks the big paw up, brings it in, holds on after the hit.
Back on first down. And here is Logan with a carry. Logan inside the 30, down to the 23-yard line. And the gain is 22. That's the first run of more than 20 yards by a Montreal running back since week 1 against Winnipeg.
This is why you'd like to see Steph Logan get involved in the offense a little bit more. They combine he and Sutton in the backfield. Sutton has the block that spins Jamal Westerman on the end, occupies him so he can't keep contained, allowing Logan to get around the corner.
Alouettes now first down at the Winnipeg 24-yard line. And you get the Carter on the end around. Carter still going. Pushed out of bounds at the 20 or the 16-yard line. A late flag comes down the hit. Now some pushing and shoving in the Montreal bench. More flags are down. Justin Cole was there. There's at least one flag on the play. We'll see what the second one is, and the officials will have to confer. The safety, Taylor Loeffler, also there.
Well, certainly a late hit out of bounds is what got this all started. One of the things we talked about a lot last week in Montreal's win was the fact that they were getting contributions from different people, both in the ground game and in the passing game. Now we're seeing it on the ground. Steph Logan, the big run, Deron Carter carrying the rock as well.
Alouettes were penalized just 6 times last week in Ottawa.
See Carter coming left to right on your screen very quickly outside of contain.
It was Loeffler rather with the high hit, and then the scrap broke out of bounds.
Yeah, Carter came up a little irked, and of course teammates in that Montreal bench area quickly came to his defense. Taylor Loeffler has put a pretty good hold on that Winnipeg starting free safety role.
First year man out of UBC.
And A national champion a year ago, a guy who started his college career at Boise State. For Kamloops, BC, a third-round pick
After
this
the
year.
play, we have 2 unnecessary roughness fouls, one against Winnipeg, number 16, and one against Montreal. It'll be second down. Montreal 34 is the number. Second down.
So Kyrie's a bear is called on the sidelines. So it will be second down and 2 from the 16-yard line.
Kind of a costly one when the guys on the bench
Right.
get involved. Kai Hebert looks like he's not necessarily convinced.
On second down, play fake. And they swing it up, room to run for Ron Carter, and Carter has the first down inside the 10-yard line, down to the 8.
Take a look back at the previous scuffle on that Montreal sideline. Watch for Hebert, top left corner of your screen. Gets involved in a little pushing and shoving.
And now first and goal for Montreal from the Winnipeg 9. 2.5 to go here in the opening quarter. Glenn, shovel pass to Logan, beats the first man, touchdown! Bounced off Jamal Westerman, and Logan finds his way into the end zone, and the Alouettes are in business.
Montreal's doing a nice job in the early going of this ball game with that two-back set, the combination of Terrell Sutton and Steph Logan in the backfield together. You're going to see Sutton motion up. He's going to pull the safety, Loeffler, off that end when he goes to the flat. And then it's just one-on-one, basically, with that shovel. Kevin Glenn stretching the end, holding Justin Cole to the outside, creating that window for Steph Logan.
And the point after is good. So the Alouettes defense holds Winnipeg to 3 field goals. Now the offense strikes for a touchdown. And we've got a ball game. Winnipeg up by 2 late the first quarter on Friday Night Football from Montreal.
Steph Logan's been terrific, played a big role in that drive, as did Nick Lewis, who came up with a couple of big catches. A little highlight reel one there, but a couple second down catches by him. One there by Logan. We'll see him chip in a little bit later as well. Ron Carter had the run, caught a pass as well, and then finally the shovel to Steph Logan to punch it in. Kevin Glenn, 5 for 5 on that drive.
And congratulations from Jeff Parrott, who is a foot taller than Stephen Logan. Kevin Glenn,
Either you got to keep it
great drive
going,
there.
and I got to hit Sam, but we have no flatter threat because they're blitzing 38 and he's picking the back is picking him up.
Yeah.
Well, it's deep cross.
Here's McDuffie from the Winnipeg 15-yard line. And McDuffie up to the 35. The tackle made by Montreal's Chris Aki, a return of 21 yards. By the way, you heard some of the audio from the sideline there. Don't forget, on Sunday, in the Hamilton-Calgary game, both coaches and both quarterbacks will be wearing live microphones.
Should be an exciting one. And that's a great matchup regardless of the extra inside look.
So first down Winnipeg from its 36-yard line. Nichols was not sacked in Winnipeg's last game against Toronto. The give to Harris on first down, and Harris slices off tackle, gets up to the 44-yard line for a gain of 8.
Second down and 2.
Nice job here on the right side of that offensive line, getting things blocked down to the inside. Allowing Andrew Harris to bounce it. Suk Chung turns his man in. Ramon the fullback around with the kick out. Harris continuing to have a strong start on the ground here. We'll see his rushing numbers so far on the season.
Second and short, direct snap to Pollard. Pollard swings it out. And To the flat they go. And here's Harris again. So a little trickery from the Bombers. A gain of 11 and a Winnipeg first down. So Rory
Kohler lines up. Deep eye. He's the man in behind Matt Nichols. Snap all the way through Nichols' legs. Back to Kohler, who is 1-for-1 passing on the game.
On first down from the Montreal 53. There's Denmark with a catch down to the 45-yard line. And a pickup of 8.
What a great story Clarence Denmark has been. These Winnipeg Blue Bombers, a guy who was let go in the offseason.
Yeah, signed 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and Weston Dressler and Ryan Smith were signed as free agents, making Denmark expendable. They brought him back when they had injuries.
Wraps up right away. The ball comes loose. Napton forced it free. Cox lost it, but yet trying to pick it up. Flags everywhere. Napton falls on the ball again. So a fumble, 2 flags. Napton forced the ball free early, and now we'll see what the calls are on the field. Did Montreal perhaps lateral this forward? No, the penalties are against Winnipeg. So a turnover forced by the Alouettes. And Gabriel Napton, who's had a terrific year so far for Montreal, makes a solid defensive play, even if it did turn into Keystone Cops trying to pick up the football.
Napton sometimes gets overlooked playing opposite John Bowman on that D-line. Guy who's posted 4 sacks on the season himself.
After the fumble, we have an offside pass against Montreal 11. It'll be Montreal's ball to 53-yard line. That's the quarter.
All right, so fumbled it forward, lateral forward, whatever you want to call it. That'll take some of the yards off, but the Alouettes have the football back, climbing back in the game after the Bombers had it all going their way in the early going. 1 quarter complete in Montreal. It's 9-7 Winnipeg. Back here in Montreal, the numbers through the opening 15 minutes. Not a lot of net yards, but 3 turnovers already in this football game. 2 of them led to Winnipeg Blue Bomber field goals. The Bombers jumped out to a 9-0 lead in the game's opening moments. Gord Miller back here with Dwayne Ford. And Dwayne, you know, a great start for Winnipeg. And last week we saw 4 blowout games. And looked like this might be another one.
Yeah, well, the way Winnipeg came out of the gate, obviously 3 possessions deep inside Montreal territory, but that Montreal D weathered the storm, limiting Winnipeg to field goals until their offense could kind of wake up and put a great touchdown drive together towards the end. Looks like we could see the momentum shifting here.
And then Montreal's D turns in a big play at the end of the quarter. The fumble forced by Napton, and then the recovery by Cox. The first down, Montreal. Glenn throws, and the pass is complete to Nick Lewis again, and Lewis is down to the Winnipeg 40-yard line for a gain of 11.
Nick Lewis looks like he's picking up right where he left off last week. A guy who rattled off 9 straight 1,000-yard seasons to start his career.
Turns out, Dwayne, there was some tread left of the tire when he came to Montreal.
Well, certainly Nick on pace for over 1,000 here in 2016.
First down, Alouettes from the Winnipeg 41-yard line. Here's Sutton on the first down carry. Terrell Sutton fights his way close to another first down to the Winnipeg 32. A gain of, call it 9.5.
Well, Sutton just came off the 6-game injured list. Remember what a costly week 2 it was for these Alouettes against the Ottawa Redblacks, losing Sutton, S.J. Green, Kenny Stafford. Green gone for the season. Stafford and Sutton returning tonight. It was a knee injury for the league's reigning rushing champ, Terrell Sutton. He won that title the last game of the season.
And got the first down there for Montreal. Glenn stands in and fires, and the pass is complete to Giguère. Sam Giguère inside the 15, brought down by Loeffler. Another Montreal first down, a gain of 15.
Well, the Alouettes look like they've found their groove here. Sam Giguère lines up out wide. He's going to motion down his exchange spots with Stafford. You saw the out route by Stafford, pulls the defender out, opening that window inside for Glenn to thread it into Giguère.
So now a first down from the Winnipeg 14. Give to Sutton. Play figure to Sutton, and the throw down to the 5-yard line, complete to B.J. Cunningham. Gain of 9, it'll be 2nd and 1.
Nice play action there, the result of some positive running plays put together by the Alouettes in the early going.
Got me.
As Kevin Glenn rolled out, it was just a matter of picking the window. Each receiver sat down in a hole. Cunningham was the easiest throw. That's where Glenn went with the ball.
So 2nd and a yard from the Winnipeg 5. This probably not foreseeable given Montreal's start to this game. Now Glenn does give it to Sutton. Got tackled up high. He got the first down. The flag does come down. So Sutton's helmet taken off. The evidence on the field. And this will move Montreal a little closer to the goal line.
Yeah, quick hitter here to the Alouettes running back. You'll see
Major
that
foul
tackle
and necessary
high
roughness. Winnipeg number 94, half the distance to the goal. First down.
Cummings with the high tackle.
Came in around the neck and got his hand wrapped up in the face mask.
So now it's 1st and goal Montreal from the Winnipeg 2-yard line. Kevin Glenn, 8 straight completions after starting 0-2 with an interception. And Montreal now with a chance to seize the lead for the first time in the game. Vernon Adams comes in, the 3rd quarterback for Montreal in short yardage situations. Adams tries to slide ahead. He runs headlong into Khalil Bass, and he's close to the goal line, but not quite in.
A great bit of linebacker play here by Khalil Bass. He's going to scrape behind the line of scrimmage, mirroring the quarterback. And as Adams picks his hole, Bass steps up to meet him.
After the play, major foul and necessary roughness. Winnipeg number 25. It's automatic first down, half the distance to goal.
So Bruce Johnson called for unnecessary roughness. A fresh set of downs now for Montreal at the 1.
Johnson is closest guy to the camera here. Taking a couple of shots at Sam Giguère.
Got him for the 2nd one. 1st and goal. Adams stays in. Same play. Touchdown. So off the
click together. The Montreal Alouettes, they got off to such a slow start offensively, but the defense held on. They were able to get those 3 stops, limiting Winnipeg to field goals. Then it was actually a Steph Logan big return on a Winnipeg kickoff that kind of got things going.
2 veterans, Logan and Nick Lewis, really sparked this comeback for the Alouettes.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
And now a chance for the Alouettes to go for 2, up by 4. But perhaps not the right personnel on the field. There's some quizzical looks back to the Montreal sideline. Now, a rule change today becomes somewhat critical here. You now have to have a timeout to do any challenges. Your first challenge is not free, so burning timeouts becomes more and more critical. Here's a 2-point convert attempt. Glenn for the end zone. B.J. Cunningham's got it. Football to the stands, and the Alouettes have now made it a 6-point lead. Kevin Glenn finishes up what Vernon Adams started, jumping in from the 1-yard line, and Montreal's in front.
Well, the Alouettes rolling with 15 unanswered points right now, and they continue to attack from all different directions. Terrell Sutton on the ground. Now Sam Jaguar getting involved. Through the air, Vernon Adams comes on with that short yardage unit to punch it in.
7 plays, 53 yards, the scoring drive for Montreal.
Yeah, it was B.J. Cunningham chipping in with the 2-point convert.
Vernon Adams, the first-year man out of Oregon, with some assistance from Cunningham. And so now the Bombers will get the football back. Their first 3 possessions began on Montreal's side of midfield. On all 3 occasions, they settled for field goals.
Yeah, some missed opportunities, Gord, that are haunting them right about now.
Duffy takes the fair kickoff just outside his 10-yard line. And McDuffie finds a seam. Farah turns him back in. He gets buried at the 48-yard line. A 34-yard return. Tackle made by Nick Shorthill. So on comes Matt Nichols, who's been terrific since taking over and starting quarterback for Drew Willie.
Yeah, and everybody will look at that 3-0 record, but the thing that really stands out is that touchdown to interception ratio, because that's the reason why. He's done a very good job taking care of the football. And as you mentioned earlier, the Bombers defense, they're doing their part for sure to swing that takeaway giveaway ratio in their favor.
Last year, Winnipeg last in the league in completion percentage. Here's Nichols on first down, under pressure, throws, and drops it off for Shepard. Shepard knocked down by Winston Venable, and the gain is maybe 4.
A good poise under pressure here for Matt Nichols as that pocket closes in on him a little bit, stepping up but keeping those eyes downfield.
Second and 6 now for the Bombers from the Winnipeg 51. 5-man rush. Nichols rolls, throws, the pass for Cohen is incomplete. He was covered there by Jonathan Mincy.
Incompletion aside, I'll tell you the thing I like about the play call from a Winnipeg point of view is you know how Montreal can really tee off on people when they get into those second and long situations. Winnipeg does a nice job here moving the pocket around, changing up the quarterback's launch point to keep those defensive linemen in front 7 from really getting into a rhythm coming after Matt Nichols.
And now Michael O'Shea wants a word with referee Tim Croker. He's challenging something.
Winnipeg is challenging that there's passive interference on their number 87.
All right, so we'll have a challenge on that second down play and return to Montreal on Friday Night Football on TSN in just a moment.